Salutations! Okay, we're doing a car vlog this time. I be seeing the girlies do the car vlogs all the time. I'm like, posted up. Just got off of work, got off early. It's Friday and we're having fun. I said I just got off of work so early. It's Friday, having fun. Also, sometimes I don't like doing these videos and like putting dates on them because I'm like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to edit this or actually like put this out, and I don't want anybody clocking my teeth or like having like actual timestamps on on my actual life, like my present moments. But it's like whenever we put these out, it's always, this is the past. It's present for me right now, but when you catch wind of it, this version of me is like, you know what I'm saying? She's already existed. Cool shit. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day! Happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. So, yeah, I'm not dressed up because, like, at my job, we don't do that, really, And I was trying to be, like, courteous and respectful of the vibes and energy. And I just wore, like, regular, like, black stuff. But all the girlies came in so cute today. And I had to let them know, you look so beautiful. Like, I love the pink. I love the roses. I love the hearts. I love the boots. They look so cute. I was very proud. I like having, like, good energy and beautiful energy around me. Because I'm just like, yes, mamas. But, yeah, I don't do too much when I'm going into the career, because it's a career. I'll do like natural stuff. Like if I happen to have my lashes done, like of course I'm not gonna pull my lashes off if we're going into work, or if I have my eyebrows done, like they're gonna be whatever. But usually I just wake up, moisturize, get the face and the body clean, get the everything wiped off, cleaned up, maybe put in a little whatever. I did a little half up, half down today because today's a day of rest technically at my job, so it's like we keep it chill on Fridays. But yeah, other than the holidays, I wanted to do I guess we could do a video update. I don't like getting too much into my business, so I won't, because it's nobody's business. But I did want to give some tips on how I've been just achieving all of my goals and making my wildest dreams come true, because I want that to happen for everybody. And it's like, I tell people, I don't really get to meet my energy in the world too often, which is like, oh, that's kind of hard to say, because they like, people say that, when we run into others or when we connect with them, they're supposed to be reflecting ourselves back to us. Like whatever type of connection or like vibe you're getting back from that person is like a different part of you, like, I don't know. I don't really agree with that too much, hence on why I'm like having trouble comprehending how that could be possible. But I do think that the people that you interact with in your life, of course, they're going to alter the experiences and opportunities that, come into your aura, but they're also going to have an effect on, like, your mindset in a certain sense. It's like, because I feel like when people really like someone or they get really involved, they cannot, like, they just lose that sense of self to where they're able to think freely, do things freely, without having to have the security of this other person's presence. Like people find comfort in knowing that they're not the only ones going through this thing, or like if things get tough, that the person is going to be there for them. And I'm like, yeah, of course I would love to like think that, and I would love to feel that way, but I just feel like nothing in this life is for certain. So why would I bank on anybody that I cannot bank on 100%? Sometimes I feel like we can't even really bank on ourselves 100% because we're not, we're not that adept. Like, we cannot see into the future, and sometimes we'll have these dreams and visions and goals and things about ourselves, and we'll question them, or we'll hold ourselves up, or we'll put ourselves in certain situations around certain people in certain environments that we know is going to make us feel comfortable, or like, support this version of ourselves that we continuously would rather show up as, instead of improving and making, those changes that we need to make to, like, complete those goals, achieve those dreams, meet those people, step into those rooms, have those experiences. And I'm like, what I've been doing, really, you really have to spend a lot of time talking to yourself and figuring out what it is that you want, regardless of anybody else. Like, when I dream about my life, when I think about my future, I don't see too much of, like, other people. Like, of course I see me and I see my son, because I know for 150 facts, like, that we're going to be, like, together. Like, I know that he's going to be in my life and I'm going to be in his, and that's something that I can bank on 100%, because I wouldn't leave my son for anything. I wouldn't leave him for anything, unless it was like he needed something from me to live a healthy life, like an organ, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, say if he needed a heart transplant, I would give my heart out of my body, you know what I'm saying, to help him. Like, I'd give bone marrow, I'd give whatever. So when I think of my future, of course I include him in it, and to a certain extent, like, connections and relationships that we know we can kind of count on, like, of course, like, your parents and your siblings and stuff like that. Like, depending on your relationship with yours, then it's like you can, like, kind of, that's one that's, like, a little bit more personal. But I feel like as a parent, when you're, like, planning for your future, there's no ifs, ands, or buts that, there's multiple seats on this plane, and I'm like, I feel like if people, this is for us girlies that have, like, someone that is looking up to us, that we have to, watch out for, protect, provide, embrace, support. I feel like with that, I'm always very careful to, like, not put too much pressure on it, right? Because we're still building these individuals, and they're gonna have their own wants, needs, and desires. I have to make sure that I'm just providing the environment for him to be fueled with opportunities that fit him. Like, I feel like your job as a parent is not only to, of course, protect them and give them shelter and, nutrients and love and guidance, but it's, like, also curating the world for them. Like, we're curating the world for ourselves right now. Like, how you see the world, what you look forward to, things that make your heart skip a beat. You are making, those things, your likes, your desires, your wants, by, like, the experiences that you choose to have, or the information that you choose to take in, or the people that you decide to hang out with or not hang out with. And it's like, you have to be even more diligent. I feel like you should always, I feel like it sucks that most of us have to have, like, children, or, like, that extra, like, an additional attachment, an additional extension of ourselves, to feel this way about our own desires, about our own dreams, about our own futures, when it's like, we should have always felt this way about ourselves. The way I dream about my son's life and all the things that he's capable of and will be willing and going to be able to do, I'm so excited for him. I'm so excited that I'm like, wow, like, he's so young right now, and I'm, like, teaching him the words that he's going to use one day, you know what I'm saying, to make his wildest dreams come true. I'm teaching him not only how to speak, but how to dream, how to put thoughts together, how to communicate, how to connect with himself, how to connect with others. And it's like, wow, when I look at it like that, it just makes everything that I do, everything that I say, everything that I even dream about just more impactful. Because I'm like, you're really, like, you know what I'm saying? You're the blueprint for this. Like, dream big, and watch him show you that you could dream even bigger. Yeah, so lately, my life has been going so good. Like, life is always going my way. I'm always getting things that I want. Things work out in my favor all of the time. And I know that's one of the things that the girls are saying, like, oh, that's like manifesting stuff. Like, but no, like, I feel like your perspective on your life is what makes that true. Because when you think about it, I'm like, I always get to do what I want. I always have what I want. Like, it might not be exactly when, I'm like, oh, I need this right now. It might not come like that, but it's on its way. Always. Always. Like, and when I look back at my life, I'm like, you have been winning consistently. Like, how do you do it? And it's like, I never even really noticed it until it's like, you get to experience so many different people and different perspectives of life in the world, and it's just like, wow, like, this mindset that you have is like, it is so valuable. It is worth more than diamonds and gold or anything in the world. Like, it is, wow, because it's what shapes your present, it's what shapes your future, and it's what can help you, like, get through some of that past stuff. That's why I'm always telling people to work on your mindset. And I'm always telling, like, anyone that talks to me, I'm like, anything that you want to do, if you tell me you want to do something, I have no reason to believe that you can't do it unless you don't want to. And I'm always like, don't say things that you don't want. Don't say things that you don't want to do. Like, there's no mics here, Well, there's a mic here. But there's no mics in the world. Like, you can be quiet. If it's not something you really want, you can wait until you are absolutely certain and start heading in that direction. Like, you don't have to have all the big things figured out all at once. You can have great, tiny experiences or great things that you're, like, familiar with that lead you into new experiences that expand your mind so that you're able to dream bigger, Because, like, you really never know until you get there. And if you're not willing to even go, say that. You don't have to. Everybody lives different versions of life. We all have different objectives. There's different things that make our heart sing. So don't just fall into the whole, I want a white picket fence and a loving husband and a, Rottweiler puppy or whatever, like the American dream stuff. I don't know if the Rottweiler is extra, but okay, I need to be protected. But I'm like, yeah, what I've been doing is I'm taking steps. I get up and I take steps. I get up, I make the steps I want to make, I read them, I go over them, and I attempt at making those steps every day. And each and every day, I try to take one step more than I took the previous day. Like, I read this thing that it's like, oh, you're setting up yourself for your future. So, like, do as much as you can as this present version of yourself so that it's easier for the future version of yourself. You plan ahead. You know where you want to be. You know what you want. You know where you're going. And you know who's going to be there. Let's see how much we can really do. Okay, well, I want to keep it light. Nothing too heavy, but I do like to chat. I do like to, communicate ideas, exchange, connect, hopefully you guys appreciate it just like I appreciate the time as well. And love you forever and always. Bye. See you guys next time.